Hello and welcome to Subway NIBFA. Today we are back for another season showcasing the very best of youth football here in Northern Ireland. Today we'll be talking to Glenn Ferguson, the former Linfield and Northern Ireland striker who now heads up the academy at Linfield. We'll show you all the goals from the matches we've covered in the past month, plus the very best goal will be put forward for a huge end of season prize that is still to be revealed. Now our first match pitted Dungannon against Linfield's under 14s. Let's see the best of the action.
Well tidied up by the Swifts. Ricochets though back kindly for Linfield. Lead show the ball, and it's back inside to Braden McNally. Pick it up again. There's Trimble. Goes inside. Space for Jones. Small. Opportunity for a shot! Goodness me, Dungannon have scored. And that was a fine move from the Swifts. It's been a good, well contested first 35 minutes, and Linfield have had probably 4 or 5 decent opportunities to score, thwarted on each occasion. Either that or a combination with some wayward shooting. And Dungannon looks as if they'll go in holding a lead. In fact, an opportunity maybe here. And a second goal for Dungannon right on the stroke of half time, and it's come from Tag Feeney. Feeney with the first half effort, played 10 minutes in the second half. And it's been good so far for the Swifts. Which every day's a learning day for the Blues, who lost last week against Larne. These players just getting to know one another. The start of the new campaign. Here's Ben Mercer. Mercer. And the ball winds up in the back of the net. And that was good from Linfield's number 3. Back to McCluskey. Get it back here with Gary McCluskey. Dungannon Swifts leading by 2-1 in the Subway NIBFA under 14 National League match at Stangmore. Both teams looking for their first points of the new season. 3 goals so far. And just under 17 minutes remaining for Dungannon to stretch further in front, or for Linfield to hit back to get at least an equaliser perhaps. And a winner. Opportunity for Dungannon. And they have indeed scored a 3rd goal. Great finish by the Swifts. Take this corner kick. Anderson, get it back here again. And Linfield, having had direct opportunity to get the ball in the box, are forced to play the ball backwards. Here's Anderson to Kennedy. Kennedy, cross into the area. And there is another goal late in the game. And that makes it Dungannon 3.
Glenn, firstly, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Barry. It's great to be here.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been. It's been quite a while now, but sure, we're back now. We'll get it done.
Exactly. Now, that first game, 5 goals in total. The first goal in particular, we talked about it off air, but the build-up play, 10 passes before the ball hits the back of the net.
Yeah, it was a very Dungannon-like goal. You know, they were very patient in their build-up, kept the ball well, and the players showed that they were technically good, and they were able to pass it to each other, and they were able to pass it around our boys. And 10 passes, they got down the side, and it's a good ball in the box, and they've been able to stick it away. So as I say, you know, it's good football in the way Dungannon play.
And that was a game you were at?
Yeah, it was a good game. We were unfortunate. We missed a few chances early doors, and then we were punished for it with a couple of goals by Dungannon.
And the Blues, they just ran out of basically speed and tempo at the end, did they?
Yeah, they did. You know, I think our lads made a couple of mistakes. You know, Sack Larry there with the weak back pass. You know, it's not like him. He's usually very accomplished in that. And then Lennon Neal for the third goal was caught wrong side of the defender, and he's got inside, and the boys stuck it away well. You know, but listen, that wee team's a team in transition for us. We're trying to make them better, and they're starting to compete now with the better teams in that league. So hopefully they'll get better as the season goes on.
Great, Glenn. Game 2 was at Allen Park and features Glentoran and Cliftonville in the Under-14 National League. Let's take a look at this one.
Great skill from Charlie McAvoy. Cliftonville on the edge of the area. Is there a strike from distance? Cliftonville still enjoying possession. Brooklyn Dignan with the ball at his feet. Does the sensible thing, makes the pass. Good play from the Reds. Can they get a shot on goal? Ball comes in. And there is the opening goal. Cliftonville take the lead. Their number 10, Patrick Kelly, with the effort. Good goalkeeping from a Glentoran point of view. Their goalkeeper, Joshua Philemuli, done well, came off his line, snuffed out the danger. Strike comes in, and what a strike that was. Glentoran's number 5, Mason Eyre, stunning strike into the top right corner. Glentoran are level. He's made some cracking save, conceded just the one goal. Takes his kick out. And what a stunning strike, and Cliftonville taking the lead again. An absolute cracking strike from the far side of the pitch. Cliftonville.
Glenn, 3 absolutely incredible finishes there. Was Padraig Kelly's effort, the first goal there, was that a cross or a shot in your opinion?
I think when you look at it, it looks like a cross. The keeper's been caught unawares. And a big keeper at that as well. The keeper's only new in this year. We brought in to replace Phoenix Blaney, who's moved on. He's big, so it'll take something special to beat him from there. Looking at it, it looks like a cross, but being an ex-striker myself, I would say I meant it. So, you know, but listen, it's a great finish.
Cool finish. Talking about good finishes, Mason Eyre's footwork and then placement for the equaliser for the Glens, the keeper had no chance there, did he?
No, he hadn't, and Mason's a player I've watched closely over the last number of weeks. We played them just recently, another game I was at, and technically very good. And I think just with Mason as well, you know, being a left footer, I think left footers always look better players, they always look more accomplished, but his footwork and then just to make a space for himself and to execute the strike into the top corner was a fantastic goal.
Yeah, it was beautiful, wasn't it? It's the way he swerves his body for me before hitting it.
You know, he's very messy, like, you know, he's low center of gravity, the way he can turn and twist, but the execution of the goal as well, you know, it's a lot to be admired.
Superb. The winner then for the Reds came from Keelan Patterson, another great strike.
Yeah, again, it's one of those ones people will say, was it a cross, was it a shot? But again, Keelan will say he's meant it. You know, he's hit the ball well, good connection, and again, it's through the keeper in the top corner. So anyone at that game will have enjoyed themselves and seen 3 good goals.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult task for you today to pick that goal that's going to go forward for the end of season prize. But next we head to Coleraine, where the Bandsiders took on Loughgall, and we saw 5 more goals in this game.
Here's Hull. Chance to shoot perhaps from 30 or so yards, asking a little too much of himself. It's good covering from Benis Petronas, who's been impressive in the first half here so far. Lovely footwork. The ball's with McClements. McClements right across the 6-yard box. Opportunity for Coleraine. Goal for Coleraine. It was a good move down the right-hand side from the bandsiders. And that should settle in nerves for Coleraine, but they're in down the other end. And what a finish that is from Loughgall. It was total Route 1 football from the villagers. Not proving overly easy for the bandside, and that's a lovely take. And a good ball over the top as well. Need to be careful here. It could run extremely kindly for Loughgall, who've gone back in front here with Jack Simmons scoring for the second time here. That was one of the options for Coleraine. They've resisted that. And here's Pollock. Deep ball to the back post. And it's wound its way into the net. And that's an equaliser for Coleraine. And the goal scorer, Diaz McMullen. It's all Coleraine at the minute. I feel as if there is a goal coming here. Here's Brown. Lay off to Pollock. Haven't cleared the danger here. It's not the place to play around with it at the back. Lovely footwork this. Opportunity for a shot! And a goal for Coleraine. Having been behind, Coleraine are very much back in front. Cahir O'Doherty.
Well, Glenn, that match certainly end-to-end. The winner from Cahir O'Doherty, well, it showed real determination. Yeah,
it did. Determination, skill and composure as well, you know, to pick the ball up where he did. And it was like a slalom even through 3 or 4, possibly 5 players just around the edge of the box. But he didn't panic, he didn't just lash at it. You know, he's picked his corner and put the ball away well. So it was a great goal as well, another good goal for tonight.
The difficulty though, if you're on the opposite end of that, if you're a coach or a manager, you just want one of your players to get their foot in, don't you?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of the goals there today. There was a lot to be admired, but a lot to be, you know, annoyed about as well. You know, the 2 Loughgall goals were Route 1 down the middle, and Coleraine defence was caught napping. And the first Coleraine goal, ball across the edge, 6-yard box, and there's about 7 or 8 players in and around there, but the Coleraine player's the one who reacts and sticks it in the net. You know, so listen, these lads are young, coaches are still working with them, they will switch off from time to time, but you know, you got to admire the good bits of work as well. So the final goal was a really good goal.
Well, keeping that theme and on a similar topic, the trip from Loughgall to Coleraine, I'm guessing it would have been a long trip home for the boys, but this is the sort of preparation for these young lads at this academy age that's actually going to work well for future games they're going to play should they progress then up through into the Irish League and beyond.
Yeah, I think so. You know, if you want to play in the top leagues and you want to play against the top teams, you got to be prepared to travel. But even some of the kids now who are playing are travelling. You know, we've had lads who travel from Londonderry and travel from Ballinamallard to play for Linfield. You know, and Coleraine, Port Stewart. So these boys are getting used to it now. They're committed and they want to show what they want to do. So when it comes match day, probably the unfortunate thing, some of the kickoffs are like 10 o'clock kickoffs and these kids are on the road from 8 o'clock and they can't prepare properly for the games. Mm-hmm. But listen, you know, if you're a kid growing up and you're told you're going to be playing for Coleraine against Loughgall and you're having to travel to do it, you're going to say, yeah, I want to do that because you're playing at the top level at that age. You know, so this is a learning curve for them. Once they get into the NIBFA leagues, you know, you will play against the institutes, the Ballinammallards, you know, the Coleraines and Newry, so you're going to have to travel anyway. So it's a good learning curve for them and this will set them up for when they get older.
Some great advice there from Glenn. Now we head to Larne, where the Inver lads took on Glenavon, and just the 7 goals to look out for in this one.
Jude Crawford. Crawford has a strike from distance. And what a stunning goal. Their number 7, Jude Crawford. And the goalkeeper there had no chance. Larne go into a 1-0 lead. Set piece comes in towards the back post area. Larne clear it. Shot comes in hard and low, and Glenavon have levelled. Glenavon right back in this game. And Glenavon right back in this game. 10 minutes roughly to the half-time break. Larne now attacking down the other end. Larne, can they work the shooting opportunity? The shot comes in, and Larne have now retaken the lead. Larne's number 12, Jamie Harper, with the goal. So Larne go into a 2-1 lead. Jude Crawford plays it forward for Larne. Larne attacking down the right wing. Is there a cross at the end of this move? Ball is played in towards the back post area, and Larne score their 4th of the morning. The one. Referee gives the ball towards Glenavon. Glenavon, of course, need to try and get the next goal in this game. Such a cliche, but the next goal in this game surely is important. Larne attacking down the right wing. Jamie Harper. And Larne get themselves on the score sheet yet again. Larne currently leading now by 4-1. Have a perfect view of it, what Jack Finney has to work with. Glenavon searching to try and get their 2nd goal in this game. Scott McKnight crosses in towards the front post area, and it's crept over the line. Glenavon have got themselves on the score sheet again. So if Glenavon were to get a goal here in the next 5 minutes, it would certainly make the game interesting. Larne play it forward. Big chance for Larne now. Shot comes in hard and low, and Larne, well, this game is full of goals. Larne now 5-2 ahead.
Goals galore there, Glenn. Jude Crawford set Larne on their way with that top corner finish, and they kept the pressure on Glenavon from that point on.
Yeah, it seems to be the theme for today. You know, it's another great shot, but it's the technique of it as well. Being able to strike the ball from distance and keep it on target and right into the top corner gives the keeper no chance. But there's some other good goals in the game as well. You know, some good movement down the sides, and again, good players lifting their heads up and picking people out and rolling the ball across and making an easy finish. So yeah, it was good goals and good entertainment in that game today.
Yeah, they're making it look easy at such a young age. 2 goals apiece for Jamie Harper and Thomas O'Kane in that game as well. So, you know, there was plenty to admire all round, wasn't there? There
was, yeah. You know, and just shows, you know, the quality now in the teams, because they are being coached in the right manner. They're being coached in the right surfaces, as we've seen there. So they're getting used to, you know, the ball and being able to handle the ball in the right way, and they're able to pass and move, and you know, all the combinations are coming well together for a lot of these teams. And the thing of this age group is always getting the end product, and today we've seen it. You know, once all the good play is finished with, you have to try and pick someone out to try and finish the game off, and you know, Larne were able to do that today.
Great. Our last game on today's show features Rosario, who hosted Glenavon. This time it was the Lurgan Blues who were to leave with the 3 points.
Well, it was a heavy defeat there. They lost by 4-0. So it's a better performance so far in the early stages. The goalkeeper comes here. Does he get? Michael Emerson appeared to go down in that challenge, and has the referee given a penalty. It looks as if he may well have done. Didn't look to be much in that one. I'm not even sure there was an appeal from Michael Emerson. There will be a penalty coming up. So, opportunity for Glenavon. It's Jay McCabe who puts Glenavon ahead from the spot after 11 minutes here. Bit of a soft award for that penalty. Daly. Glenavon currently 5th in the league standings, but they've played 4 games before today's match. Their solitary win this season was back in the 2nd of September. It was a 2-0 success against Glentoran. Lappin. Oh, lovely flick pass back, and the opportunity for an equaliser for Rosario. And that was fantastically well dispatched by Leo Noble. Great footwork. Lovely morning weather-wise for these players in South Belfast. In fact, it's in the vicinity of what was the Cursion Cinema. And there's an opportunity for Glenavon to restore their lead, and they've done just that. It's Michael Emerson with the finish. Pick up the pace, I do feel. McAvoy. Free ball looks for Emerson. Be careful here at the back, and Glenavon are in. It's poor defending. It looks like Glenavon's number 18, Shay Byrne, who's come on in the second half. Under 20 minutes to play. Rosario with it all to do here. That's good footwork at the back from Duffy. Now it's with Noble. Opportunity for Noble. There's the second goal of the morning for Leo Noble. Rosario's 10. Time running out for Rosario. They know it as well. Good from Goff. Plays a 1-2. Goff. Opportunity, which he took. Glenavon's Harry Goff with an absolute belter of a goal. Stunning. Great 1-2.
Glenn, that 6th and final goal of the game, another belter from Harry Goff.
Yeah, as I said earlier, it seems to be the theme, you know, some cracking goals. And that one again, you know, balls came out to him, great technique. And it's just being able to keep it between the posts, under the bar. And he's done that, and the keeper's obviously no chance. Obviously the smaller keepers at this age group, once it goes high, they don't have much of a chance, but you got to credit the striker there with the technique of the strike and getting on target, and obviously giving the keeper no chance. So great strike.
And 2 for Leo Noble for Rosario, the second, a real number 10 finish. Yeah,
it was a great goal, great composure again. He's got himself in, and once you see the eyes of the keeper, you know, the keeper is not sure what he's going to do, and Leo's just, he's kept his knee over the ball, and he's played it low into the corner. It's a great finish again. You know, it was, again, some good goals in that one as well.
It was great. Well, let's move on and have a bit of a chat then about the setup then at Linfield, how things are going there. What development have you seen in the current crop of lads in the academy at the minute?
It's great at the minute. You know, they're all learning. They're learning every time they come in. You know, obviously we've got our full-time academy, which myself and Michael Galt are in with every day. Jamie McGrew, Chris Kingsbury, all coaches from around the club are all coaching them. You know, and then when it comes to the midweek, the night training, you know, we've got ex-players, Nandy Hunter, Nathan McConnell, you know, Sammy McFadden, all in, who you all know what Linfield's all about. So we're trying to instill that into the players, you know, about their determination, dedication, you know, commitment and what's needed to be a Linfield player. Most of the players, 99%, are buying into it, and I believe that's what's making them become better players. You know, they're there, they turn up for training, irrespective of the conditions of the weather. You know, they're there, they want to do well, and then come a Saturday, we're trying to transmit that into the matches on a Saturday. You know, so things are going well at the minute. We'll not get carried away with ourselves. Things have been going well for the last number of years, but we just got to maintain that and keep it going.
How far removed is that from, say, 10 years ago?
Oh, it's massive now. The opportunities kids are getting now, you know, The facilities for one, you know, the coaching infrastructure with a lot of the coaches now get all doing their coaching badges and getting on the ladder and learning more themselves. I will say to them every day is a learning day, you know, but the players are learning on better surfaces, better coaches, better conditions, and then they're getting that opportunity. The better players are now getting into the JD Academy as well, which is preparing them for maybe a career across the water. They're staying away from home. Maybe years gone by, our kids would have got to move and got homesick. We're now, you know, the kids now are getting into the JD Academy under the guidance of Andy Waterworth and Chris Lindsay. And it's learning them and teaching them how to live away from home in a full-time environment and train. So thankfully we're all able to work hand in hand on that. We can produce the players and they can take them in and maybe take them to the next level as well.
And what's your take on the underage scene here right across the board? We've talked there about Linfield, but you need opponents to play and you need the opponents to be decent as well. So everyone needs to progress to some stage, don't they? Is the more professional structure, do you feel it's reaping rewards and we're seeing that kind of better player, better output at the end?
I think so, Barry. You know, obviously a lot of the teams and there's a lot of academies all set up now, full-time academies. We've got ours, you know, Crusaders, you've got Larne, Glentoran, but players are in now every day on a daily basis, like full-time. So they're training 2 or 3 times a week on the pitch. They're doing gym sessions to make them stronger. They're coming in the evenings again and training with the rest of the players who aren't on that course. So they're getting more contact time on the ball. They're becoming fitter and stronger, which ultimately make them better players and make them better prepared for when it comes into more senior football, when you go out to play for your 20s or even getting around the first team. You know, physically you're stronger because the leap from junior football to senior football is massive. So what we're trying to do is sort of bridge that gap a bit, try and get the kids better prepared. And that's right across the board, by the way, because we do have some fantastic games with other teams. You know, we've had great games at underage level with Glentoran, Cliftonville, Crusaders, Larne, even Rosario, a boys club who have produced very good players. You know, so the standard is definitely getting higher as we go, but it's just getting our players now prepared, ready for the step up for the senior football. Exciting
times. Finally, we've looked at a lot of goals today. What goal are you putting forward as your goal of the month and why?
Listen, again, it's a tough one. As we've seen, you know, there's been a lot of goals there today. Some were fortunate. They were like cross-come shots. Some were hopeful shots which went over keeper's head. But the one for me that stood out was Mason Eyre of Glentoran, simply because when he received the ball, he had a lot of work to do. Technically, he's very good. Low sense of gravity. He's able to hit the ball and he's twisted and turned, but he hasn't just hopefully hit the ball. He struck through the ball and it flew in the top corner. It hasn't lobbed over the keeper's head. The keepers had no chance to save it. So I think the all-round part of that goal and the finish makes it the best one for me.
Yeah, I have to agree with that as well. Back towards goal and where it ends up and if it works.
Their footers, to me, they always look better. They always look technically better when they do something like that. So maybe that's why. But no, it was a great goal and a great finish. And he's got a good future. He's a good kid.
Super, Glenn. Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate your time.
No worries, Barry. Thank you.
Do tune in next time to catch up with the best of the action on Subway NIBFA Today. Thanks for watching.
For the next 30 mouth-watering seconds, you'll be enjoying the world-famous Subway footlong sub. Sit back and take it in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And done. Yeah, that's a lot of food.